Every year in the UK, we chuck out 5.3 million tonnes of food, the vast majority of which is completely edible. Now, this translates into 20 million tonnes of carbon dioxide equivalent going up into the atmosphere as it rots in landfill and all that kind of stuff. If we were to stop doing this, collectively halt this madness, then it would be the equivalent of taking 1 in 4 cars off the road. Now, that seems to me like an amazing opportunity. Quite a lot of emails I get are about food waste, actually, and a lot of you have emailed me asking to know what easy tips there are to become part of the solution and stop being part of the problem, essentially. So today I've come to ask broadcaster and comedian Sue Perkins what she has learned.
Hello, nice to see you. You may come in.
Thank you.
I don't want to see any rotting fruit or vegetables in here.
Don't hurt me.
It's so clean.
It is quite clean.
Yes.
Oops. So,
unnervingly so.
This is an alarm bell for me.
Yes, that's so on the turn.
No, it's merely a soup away from happiness. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of a bit cheesy. No, that will be fine in soup.
Yeah, just smells, you know, vegetation.
I say that'll be all right. That aftertaste is really, yeah, that was I don't think all the tea in the world's going to wash that away. Here are the things that I'm sort of using on a day-to-day basis. I've got a bit of dairy there. I've got some sort of sauces, cranberry and some chilli sauce and stuff. Bread in the fridge. Not ideal, but I was going away. I've got my yoghurts there. And then the bottom I've just got veg. And if it gets to the stage where I think this is going out of date, then I'll just cook it into a soup. I won't freeze it because it's got high water content and therefore it'll lose its structure in the freezer.
How high do you keep this?
Well, you tell me, I never know.
It's kind of in the mid-range, which I think is quite good. So you don't need a thermometer in here, because what I would say to people who don't have such a new fridge, a glamorous fridge, is to put a fridge thermometer in there so you can actually keep an eye on what you're doing. I quite often open fridges and things are practically frozen. And again, it's not using this efficiently because people don't quite know what to do with the freezer.
Are you frightened of a freezer?
No.
No?
No, I'm not frightened of your
Not
freezer.
yet.
Right, come on, let's
Right.
see what's in here.
This was the real revelation. Smoked salmon, you can freeze it.
Can you? But doesn't it taste a bit soggy when you defrost it?
No, it tastes marvellous. I mean, how many times do you sort of think, oh, I'm going to have the life, or we're going to wake up and we're going to have brioche, and we're going to have scrambled eggs and smoked salmon, I'm going to drink champagne out of a silver flute or a stiletto that someone's left in my back garden. It never happens, and actually you end up with all this sort of stuff, and it doesn't get eaten. And I sort of think when an animal's died, it's of imperative kind of necessity that you make use of it.
Even a fish?
What do you mean even a fish? Just because it's cold-blooded don't mean it don't have feelings.
Yeah, no, I'm just opening that topic for debate. That's all I'm doing.
Well, I mean, of course, but it's not a debate. I mean, for me, I just think, you know, if you're going to kill something, just give it the respect of eating it.
So at least put it in the freezer. If you're not
Yep.
gonna... So this is dog meat.
This is, yes, what I do in my own way to recycle, there's lots of sort of farms and places where you could buy I buy chicken carcasses and I buy all sorts of marrow bones and stuff, and I basically give them to the dogs for a treat, keeps their teeth healthy, and it means I don't take them to the vet very often. So it sort of ironically saves money and again uses all the animal. If I was not a vegetarian, I would eat oxtail, lamb neck, scrag end, all those sorts of...
Pig trotters.
Yeah, I've eaten a lot of those. They're not good eating, let me tell you.
Yes.
Imagine bad jelly.
We shouldn't have this door open, by the way, obviously, from an energy point of view, but this is for the greater good. That's how we're signing it off. Soups or something.
Pasta sauce. So basically
in the freezer.
Well, because there was an offer on, so I got loads. But I never was going to eat them all. So I've put them in the freezer, and then basically I'll just bring them up to the fridge when I need one, the night before, and they will form the basis of a load of things that I might make.
So this is an example of a bog off. Actually, it's not a bog off because you've got 3.
It was, I think,
of an offer that's actually being utilised properly.
Yes.
And was this an offer as well?
2 for 4. I ate one, and the great thing about blueberries is if you make a hot white chocolate sauce, you can pour them over frozen berries. You don't need to defrost them, and it melts them.
You know everything. You're like sort of Nigella Lawson as well.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, but without the looks or the intelligence.
Whoops. So this is fish.
Yep. Bit of smoked haddock, didn't eat it all. Overly packaged, which annoys me.
That's very overly packaged. We'll save that for another day. So this is a multi-pack. Okay. So we've got buy one, get one free, multiple offers and a multi-pack. All utilised in the freezer. Very good. Very, very good.
Do I pass?
You do pass.
Do I get
yes.
a badge or a sash?
We'll sort out. We'll send.
Because
you a
I was
badge.
promised a sash. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
So what are the main things that you've learned?
I didn't know you could freeze cream, butter, cheeses, like hard cheeses like Stilton, cheddar, things like that. There's virtually nothing apart from vegetables with high water content that won't freeze really well. You know, and I've also learned that I've got to look. They've given me a pad and everything, and I have to try and remember.
So you're writing. What are you writing down? What are
Just mainly swear words, but I mean, I've got 3 smoked salmon. Now it's only 1 because I've eaten them. 1 load of veg, they've gone. And what you have to do is kind of monitor, as you
like
can.
being in a restaurant.
Yes, it is a bit like that, but one that's dishevelled and run by an idiot.
It's quite efficient. But this is what I like about this, is a lot of people say, I can't do this, I can't cut down food waste because I don't have time, and it's all about convenience. But you are extremely busy. So this is why you're getting your badge or sash for this, because you've actually made it work. And it seems to me that it's more convenient for you to do this.
It is. I mean, at the moment, I'm working a lot, so the top half you'd expect to be quite barren because I'm not there. So why, you know, and I think that's a good rule of thumb. You know, if you know you're going to be away, deplete from the top to the bottom. You know, because you know, if I'm going on tour, if I'm filming, there's no point. There's no point. That's just going to rot in the fridge.
Yeah.
The fridge is only good for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
That is good for up to a year for some things. So that's what I've learned, really.
Very good.
Bottom heavy living.
Bottom heavy living. Come up with a new slogan as well.
Let's sell it to everyone.
Fantastic.
And it's good for lots of campaigns too, not just an environmental one. It's very good for Jennifer Lopez should you wish to relaunch her career.